Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're doing some thrifting, some flipping, some styling, some decorating, maybe even some items in this room. I don't know. You'll have to watch the videos to find out. And I want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. What is this? Victoria O'Hare. Oh my gosh. It's a rabbit head and you're supposed to make a doll, but how cool is the rabbit head? It's probably ceramic. We're definitely getting this. I thought this was going to be a little bit of a quirky piece, but honestly, I love it. I put a little lace bow around its neck, and the hand painting on this rabbit head is absolutely beautiful. So I think it looks great in my decor. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I love this little basket treasure chest. It's adorable. It's $1.99. It does have this on here, but I'm pretty sure I can take that off and replace it with something else. To take the decorative piece off, I used my heat gun and that just melted the glue, and I was able to take it off without damaging the basket at all. I didn't really like the orangey color of this basket, but I also did not want to paint it. So I decided to bleach it. I have done this before and it worked great. So I just added some bleach to a container of water and then placed it in there for about 30 minutes. I want to add some embellishments to our cute little basket chest. I'm going to be using the IOD locking key mode and the Luminite fast casting resin. These are available on my website. Now on the key, I wanted to drill a hole. Once the resin is hard, it is very easy to just drill a hole in it. I want to go with a shabby chic theme for our cute little chest basket. So I'm going to be painting the embellishments pink. I'm using fusion paint in the color Rosewater, which is an absolutely gorgeous kind of medium tone pink. Next, I'm going to add the Fusion Antiquing Glaze. This is just going to look a lot better on the basket, and it's also going to bring out all of the details of this mold. So I'm just going to paint it on the entire piece and then wipe back the excess with a dry paper towel. This is how the basket looks once it's dried, and I've done this a few times and every basket comes out different. Sometimes it bleaches as a whole lot. For this one, it wasn't a huge change, but I definitely liked the lighter look and the more aged look that the bleach gave it. So I'm going to glue my little embellishment on the front, and then I'm going to tie the little key onto the handle of this basket, and then we're going to style it up. How precious did this turn out? Just a few small simple changes made all the difference. And if you have a darker basket that you're not really liking, definitely try the bleaching method and see how it comes out. Oh, I've had one of these before. I love this. It is a brass vase and it even has a brass little rope around it. $4.99. I think it's worth it. I was so excited to bring home this brass vase, so I wanted to show you it styled in a few different ways, and I paired it with the lamplighter florals that are available on my website. They look beautiful in this vase, and this vase also looks amazing in my bedroom. I love a little bit of touch of brass everywhere in the home, even in my kids' room. I think it is really pretty. This is my daughter's room, and I think this brass vase is also a perfect fit right here. How cute is this piece? I love the shape. It has a little shelf at the bottom. It is $2.99. This piece will be so fun to style up. This piece will look great hanging on a wall, maybe even the side of a cabinet or sitting on a shelf. I styled it up with some vintage finds I had around my house, like spools and doilies, and of course a few little utensils and some greenery from my website. If you do not know what Squarespace is, it is an online hosting platform, and that is who actually hosts my e-commerce store, juliesdesignsandsigns.com. And whether you have an online store, a local business, if you just want to create a portfolio or blog or offer a service, Squarespace has so many different options to host your website. So Squarespace has everything that you need to grow your business online. You can create a website using their very easy to use templates, designer fonts, color palettes. You can easily create an e-commerce store, and you can also market your business by connecting your social accounts and by using their email campaigns. Squarespace is extremely user-friendly. Even if you have no designer background, they have all these templates for you to pick from. It is really so easy, you guys. So if you're interested in trying out Squarespace, y'all go to squarespace.com/Julie's Designs and Signs, and they are giving my viewers 10% off when you use code Julie's Designs and Signs, and I will have a link to everything in the description below for y'all. It's kind of falling apart. This is really, really pretty. This is really pretty. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. The bottom's coming off, but that's not, it's missing some screws. But I could easily pull it off. The bottom needs to be painted or something. And then I love the wood detail here. Okay, I can't leave this here. We're gonna get it. I almost left this piece at the bins because the back was coming off, but honestly, that ended up being a plus because that's going to make this project so much easier. So I just removed the few remaining screws. I want to keep the frame part as is. It is a beautiful wood, and we're gonna need to repaint and redo the bottom with all of those water spots that it has on it. I have been dying to use the Grisaille Toile paint inlay. It just looks very muted, and it's full of birds and florals and just totally my style. If you have not used a paint inlay before, it is actually paint that you embed into your project. There are more steps involved, but it is very easy. So let me show y'all exactly how to do it. My tray is bigger than the sheet that the inlay comes on. So the first thing I want to do is kind of plan out my pattern. It is a pattern that kind of works together. If you need to put it on a bigger piece, or if you want to put it on a smaller piece, you can definitely cut it up. So I'm going to line up all my pages. I'm going to trim the excess, and then I'm going to tape them together. But you don't want to put tape where your paint is. So just make sure your tape goes in the open spots. And then I'm going to trim these pages to the size of my tray. And doing this ahead of time is just going to make it so much easier. I already put 2 coats of paint on my tray. You definitely want to use chalk paint in combination with your paint inlay. I'm using Dixie Belle chalk paint in the color Fluff, which is a beautiful white with a little bit of a grayish warm tone to it. I think it's going to be the perfect color in combination with the paint inlay and the wood. So before I put my inlay down, you want a fresh coat of paint. So I'm going to cover the entire piece in another coat of chalk paint, and just to make sure everything is wet, because you need it to be wet for your inlay to be activated, I like to take my Fusion mister and spritz the entire piece, and then I'm going to put my inlay down. You want to make sure that you are putting it face down with the paint going into your chalk paint. And then you're going to take your Fusion mister and you're going to spritz the top of the paint inlay, and this will activate the paint that is on that paper. Then I like to take my brayer and just put it across the whole inlay. This just makes sure everything is down. It will create some wrinkles, but I don't concern myself when I get wrinkles in the paint inlay because it really adds to the overall effect of it. Now you can go do laundry or work on another project while your paint inlay dries. So once it dries completely, then we move on to the next step. We're gonna wet it again. So you're gonna take your Fusion mister and you're gonna mist the entire piece. And then the magic happens. We're gonna slowly pull it up. And how cool is this? So the painted image on the paint inlay sticks to your piece. Now remember, you can use these paint inlays 1, 2, sometimes even 3 times. So put it on the side, put it flat, and let it dry so that you could use it again on another piece. And how cool does this look? And y'all see what I mean about the wrinkles? I really think it adds to the effect and the look of the paint inlay. Now remember that this is paint activated by water, so you don't want to come on with a liquid sealer that is going to smudge your paint. So I recommend a spray sealer. I'm using the Dixie Belle spray sealer, and since this is a tray that's going to be used a lot, I want to go ahead and add some extra protection. So once my spray sealer is dried, I'm going to add a few coats of the Dixie Belle sealer in a flat finish. Love this sealer because it truly gives you that matte flat finish. And I don't have to worry about my paint smudging because I've already sealed it with the spray sealer. I really like how all the colors work together in this piece. I think it is a great combination. I really love the pattern on this paint inlay. It kind of looks like a vintage French country wallpaper. It looks amazing in my bedroom. Now I just need to get my husband to serve me breakfast in bed on this cute little tray. Somebody has a cart full right here. Are these screens? No, y'all, these are old windows. Look at these. The size is good too. Kind of long and skinny. I think this one's smaller. I don't know if I can leave this behind. This might be going in my cart. All right, somehow they both ended up in my cart. I just can't leave them behind. Look at the chippiness. And this one has some brass handles on it. I love the shape. I did not find a spot for the new windows in my home yet, but like I said, I just could not leave them behind. But here is another window that I actually got from the bins. I like to keep the windows as is. Very simple look. You can use them in the background of your vignettes. You can layer them. I also like them with just a simple wreath, or you could even add a shelf to the top of them. I think that is a really beautiful look. So I just wanted to give y'all a few ideas on how I like to style old windows. All right, guys, that is the end of today's video. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what was your favorite project. I really like the items that I decided to keep for my own room, but that little basket chest just came out so adorable. So I really like that project as well. And if you enjoyed the little clips of me shopping, make sure you are following me over on my Julie Thrift channel, where I bring y'all along on all of my thrifting adventures. It's super fun. I know you will absolutely love those videos. And of course, all of the paint products and florals that I use on today's video is available on my website, juliesdesignsandsigns.com. And if you're interested in starting your own website, y'all make sure y'all go check out squarespace.com/juliesdesignsandsigns, and they are giving my viewers 10% off, and I will have all of the links in the description for y'all. So y'all have a great day. I will see y'all next week for another DIY thrifting home decor video. Bye, guys. One more thing, I forgot to tell y'all, I do have an entire video, I think maybe even a playlist of me making over this bedroom if you love it and want to watch that. And then I also have a fall reset and a Christmas reset where I decorated my entire room for the holidays. So if y'all want to go watch that, I will leave the links in the description.